What's up everybody, and welcome to my first ever video. And in today's video, we'll be spending 100 days in Minecraft Pixelmon using only water type Pokemon. I did this video on the complex Pixelmon server, and my rival in today's video is Goodbye Wilson. Without further ado, let's get right into the video, guys. So, for my start choices, I knew straight away that I wanted to choose Mudkip. Definitely wanted to make him shiny, so I'd have a pink Mudkip. And my rival, he chose Froakie. The reason why I want Mudkip is because his only weakness at this point would be grass, so I knew my rival would have to pull up one certain Pokemon to make it work. I then with my Pokeball package, I got some really cool Pokeballs. We then decided it was time for a battle after this. And how did this battle go? Well, it definitely went in my rival's favour, as he ended up beating me. So the score now is 1-0 on our battles for these 100 days. After this, he chose what sort of Mega Ring I wanted, so I went for one that would be on my wrist. After this, I did /hit Discord, and I was so pleased when I got a shiny Clauncher. Water type, and this meant I could use it straight away. Shiny Clauncher ended looking really cool. I was really happy to have him on the team. After this, we went on a present hunt, and every time you collected one present, coins and 5 tokens. After getting all of them though, we got a shiny key. This meant we could get a shiny legendary spin. So we could get a shiny legendary water type Pokemon, like the legendary Kyogre. So we went to the crate, and we did our shiny spin. However, this time round, I wasn't that lucky to get a legendary spin. I was still excited for the shiny spin though. When doing it, I ended up being so close to getting a Wishy-Washy, literally one Pokemon away, but I ended up getting a Muffin, which meant I couldn't use it. Hanging around spawn for a while, we went into the desert to hunt for Pokemon. We found this boss Diglett, which was level 35. My level 5 had no chance in this battle. I don't know what I was thinking going into it. So I went back and healed, so I tried to take on a number. While this was happening, a world boss spawned. I knew I could have a chance of just doing some damage, and then end up getting some good reward from it. So after losing to this number, I decided to do it. I actually did quite a lot of damage to this Blaziken. Even though it was only level 15, I was quite surprised how much Clauncher did. Once I got my rewards, I couldn't believe it when I got a Master Ball. This could be super helpful. This meant if there was any legendary Pokemon, I could catch it instantly. I then decided to use rare candies to level up my Mudkip. This meant I'd have a chance in some harder battles. I then found a raid den for a Dunsparce, so I got Wilson over here and decided to do it together. And this battle took so long to complete. After finally beating it though, we got some rewards, and the rewards weren't great, but at least my Mudkip got to level 15. Luckily, I did get one rare candy with it, so I decided to use a Mudkip and get myself a Marshtomp. I already had a Frogadier, so I knew I had to match him at this point. After this, I decided I needed some new members for my team, so I decided to catch first off a Bidoof, because this would evolve into a Barrel, which is also a water type Pokemon. After this came a Corphish, Poliwag, and also a Pumiyuku. I then found a Master Ball loot, which I got some more choice specs for, and I evolved my Poliwag into a Poliwhirl. We then found this cool beach area, which led out into the ocean, which we thought we wanted to set our base at. I then learned that my Marston could learn some new moves. So I taught him Earthquake, and then I replaced Wargun with Surf. And given adamant nature, this way his attack could be boosted and his special attack could be lowered. This would be really helpful later on. I then did the Beginner Island, which wasn't too hard, but I had some trouble getting into it to start off with. Checked out all the dungeon quests, and there was quite a lot to do, but I know I could do it pretty quickly. After completing them all, I went back to the captain, and I found out that I got a shiny Pokemon for free when I got back. Unfortunately, it was a shiny Magneton, so couldn't use it. Morale then decided it was time to have a battle. So, going into this, I knew I had to win, because he won the first one. Halfway through our battle, a world boss spawned, so I knew I had to get straight into that after this battle, which I ended up winning, finally, one win over my rival. The score is now tied. Got to this world boss at the end though, it was super difficult. And after this, I got a Sharpedo, which was really helpful later on. I just got a Magikarp because I knew I wanted Gyarados for my final team, as Gyarados has super high attack. Then I went to revive some fossils, and there was one fossil in particular that I wanted. Anyways, after this, I decided to evolve a Magikarp into a Gyarados. And this Gyarados, I did not anticipate how big he was going to be. He used to give a little jump as soon as he evolved, to show how happy he was to finally evolve. I then realised that I could make him even bigger, so I definitely went with the ginormous size, the biggest size possible. I threw him on Wilson's head, and I'm surprised he didn't get crushed after that. Then a World SPLEEF event, which I definitely want to take part in, but
Huh?
So after this, I decided to go and get my fossils, so I could get a certain Pokemon. A Dracovish. When I sent him out, something weird happened.
No! La la la!
I was super excited when I got him there. I was so ready to finally have a Water Dragon type on the team. And then when I went exploring, I found a Lapras. It was really cool, and it seemed really rare. I caught it. And then I decided to do a Boss Marowak, which I beat pretty easily. I got a Pokemon to spin, but unfortunately Trapinch. I then beat the Slowpoke, and I couldn't believe it. Marshtomp was finally evolving into a Swampert. I finally had my Swampert. Me and my rival now, we've had our stars fully evolved. He had a Greninja, and I had a Swampert. I then used some of my credits, like be able to ride Swampert. So, run him out after Gyarados. Tried to ride him in the water, but I instantly fell off. Took the hang of it though, riding through the waves, so cool. Me and my rival decided after that it was time for another battle. I did not realise how much my rival had been training up, and his levels compared to mine was so much higher. So I lost massively. At that point I knew I had to go to the level grinder to match his levels and have a chance in the next battle. I leveling up my team a little bit. I decided to sell some items in the GCS to earn a little bit of money, so I could buy myself a Mega Swampert. After this, a parkour event started, and I thought I might do quite well in it. But like the SPLEEF event, yeah, the less said the better. Anyways, I beat a world boss, and I actually got a free random shiny spin. And doing that, I got a Dreadnought, another water type. I was so happy with it. However, it is a water rock type. The shiny is super cool, but I don't think I'll end up using it. Anyways, back to leveling. After this, I decided to go to the battle tower again, but I absolutely fucked this battle. So I decided I'd try gym instead. Tried the ground gym. So later, I thought I'd give it a challenge because the legend was closest. So I just decided to sell the NPC one. Picked out a team, and this is one I ended up going with. Not realising at the time though, Until can't be used because he had Battle Pass. That's bad. So I ended up going about 5 Pokemon. Let's just say it could have gone better. After this, I went to try the fire gym instead. I think I had more of a chance. I swapped my Huntail out for a Lapras. And after a few attempts, I actually won. So I'd won my first gym badge on the server. Got a seasonal key and some other goodies. Got a free shiny Pokemon from it as well. And that, unfortunately, was Throw, which is a fighting type. So no water type for me. And I got so unlucky to get another Pokemon package in my seasonal key when there was a lot of other better things there. However, because I won the gym battle, I can get my Swampert right. Then, I can evolve my Swampert Mega Evolution. However, when I Mega Evolved him, Swampert became really shy and decided to hide in the sand. He couldn't actually see his inside. But then lost to the ground room one more time, and we could find a good team, so we picked Team Beacon. After picking some weekly and daily challenges, it was time to start hunting for some more presents. Finding all the presents once again, we ended up getting a shiny key for it. Once again, didn't get a shiny legend, and it was only a call up that I got as well. However, Team Safari got a low town. Just straight away evolved into a Lombre, so I knew I wanted this water grass up in my team. He's super strong and helped me beat my rival in the later battles. While trying the Grungeon one more time, a TNT Oak run event happened, which I didn't do so well. But just participating, I ended up getting 15 tokens, which is pretty cool. After this, I made up a Water Stone, so I can evolve my Lombre into a Ludicolo. Ludicolo is super strong, and this meant that I had a real chance of being my rival in our next battle. I then started a hunt, which was for a Spritzee, but while doing so, this guy came over and told us to move base, which was quite rude to start off with. So, his mate came over and just kept telling us to move, but we were quite happy with where we were, and we were telling them we were trying to do this water challenge, but they didn't really want to listen. Shout out to this guy, by the way, for finding me a Mushroom Island so I could get my Spritzee hunt done. After this, I found a shelter on our beach because I had to wait till night time for the Spritzee, and I actually caught 2 of them, so I really wanted a closer for my team. Me and Wilson then found this new area to build in because those guys were quite angry with us, and I also got my Spritzee. So then completed, and I got a shiny Pokemon. And I could not believe what I got on this shiny spin. That's right, the most iconic shiny Pokemon in the world, a red Gyarados. I couldn't believe it. Went back and showed Wilson it, and he was so jealous when I showed it to him. I rode him, and I didn't realise how high he could jump. But 1, he's a flying type. Anyways, I knew I had to level him up, so back to the level grinder. So I leveled up Swampert, Dracovish, and Gyarados. There was a SPLEEF that was going to go on. So I decided to take part in it once again. But I didn't do so well. However, after this, I found a random raid dungeon, which I wasn't over for, and it was Procedural, which I ended up beating. I got a Billy capsule, and Wilson also got a wishing piece, which meant we could do another raid dungeon. We did it again, but unfortunately we got Delmise, which is a grass ghost. But I got another wishing piece. This became a recurring theme. So, went back to our new base, we did another wishing piece. It was a Dratini. Unfortunately, we knew we couldn't catch it, but it was still cool to see. And once again, Wilson this time got a wishing piece. And we couldn't believe it. It was a Basculin. And it wasn't just any normal one, it was a Hisuian Basculin. Which meant we could get a Basculegion. So, after defeating it, I tried to catch it. Tried using an apple, but it broke out. I then knew I wanted to try the ground gym one more time, and at this time, I knew I could win it. So, started with Lapras, but I ended up beating Garchomp pretty easily, as well as the Mammoth one for Ludicolo. The Executable killed itself while it's holding the Life Orb. Fish took out Hippowdon. Gyarados took out Gastrodon, which meant I had my second gym badge. Just got a shiny Whisper in the process. However, when I went back, Wilson showed me his new Greninja, which had Protein, which meant whatever type of move it would use, it could then become that type. It was super good for a challenge like this. I then decided to go to Warp Crates, so I could use my seasonal key. But I got 16 Dust Balls. I have no luck in this game right now with these seasonal keys. I then tried the Ghost Gym and got really unlucky in this first battle, with Kofkruger's living on probably about 8 HP at the time. However, the second time round, I then had a Gyarados and he was running lift on quite low HP. So I won it. This is my third gym badge. So again, I had a special Z Crystal. And I got the Decidueye, so I couldn't use it. At least this time I got some money for my seasonal key, so I could buy some on the G-Test if I needed to. I then took out the Rock Gym with a lot of ease, which gave me my fourth gym badge. I then had enough money, so I could buy a Mega Gyarados, which ended up helping me beat the Poison Gym. This meant it was my fifth gym badge. I couldn't believe how many I was doing in such a short amount of time. I then tried jumping with Dracovish while in the Mesa, and
Oh my god!
yeah, that wasn't a fun experience. Anyways, when I got back to base, me and Wilson were fighting over this Wimpod. So it was Water Bug type. Unfortunately though, Wilson won this battle. So I was really scared for when we were going to do a battle if he had a Galissapod on him. Anyways, me and Wilson decided it was time for another battle. So we set some level caps. So we all have the same amount of Pokemon to make it the most even battle we could. So, we set everything to level 50. I decided to go into it. Start off with his Pelipper, end up being my Gyarados. I took out pretty quickly with Swampert. Then Swampert also took out his Starmie. After this though, his Greninja came out, and this was scary. But luckily, Dracovish was on point, and got a lucky Ancient Power boost with him, which meant he could outspeed Greninja on the next turn. And then Dracovish put in the work, getting a lucky flinch from Gastrodon, and then finishing off with Crunch. It was did so much damage to Ludicolo. We had to pull in our red Gyarados to finish off this Ludicolo with a bit of Mega Evolution. And with that, it ended up winning us the battle. After this, me and Wilson got into a dungeon, which was really cool, and maybe we could get some cool skins for some Pokemon. So, let's see how that went. getting a huge payday for this dungeon, I was thinking of all the cool Pokemon I could potentially get in these eggs. Could it be something really good with water type, or could it be something really good that I could sell? But unfortunately, I ended up getting a splash plate and a random shiny plushie from Generation 8. However, I was quite happy with my Generation 8 Pokemon, as it ended up being a Weirdo, which was from the Hisui region. After this, I collected enough water stones, so I could go level up my shoulder, and then evolve him into a Cloyster, which I was super excited for.
Shoulder.
It was really cool when he evolved as well, because this meant I could get Icicle Sphere on him, which meant it would hit 5 times. So I gave him Skill Link, which meant it would be a guaranteed 5 hit instead of just 2 or something. After this, I thought it might be time to start helping Wilson build this house that we were looking for. But first, I had to get my closer with Jolly Nature, which meant he had really high speed, and when I wanted to use Shell Smash, he'd be really strong. I then gave him Spikes, and then leveled him up a bit more, so I could see how strong he actually was. After this though, I definitely want to help Wilson with house. After all this house building, I needed a break, so I decided to go a flying gym ago. This didn't go so well for me, so I thought I was better off helping Wilson continue to build the house. So we filled in some gaps so that our platform would be completely done. After this, I threw Gyarados into the water outside, and he looked so cool there. I wish he could have stayed there, but unfortunately he can't. He's got to stay on my team and help me beat Wilson. Anyways, I then bought a Rotom from this guy for about 70,000 coins, where I'd earned up through beating all the gyms. Then took Ludicolo, Energy Ball, and Hydro Pump. Then decided to throw a washing machine down right on our pier, so I could give myself a Rotom wash. And this is the final team I would have. I went to the level grinder so I could get Rotom up some levels, instead of having him at only level 1. Teach him new moves as well. I leveled him up to around level 78, and was super happy with how my team was looking at this point. Then decided to teach Rotom Thunderbolt, and also Volt Switch, because these would be super helpful in a battle. I also looked through my whole team's moves. I thought there was a few changes, but overall, I was pretty happy with how their movesets were looking. My team was looking super strong as well. So the first change I made was giving Dracovish Psychic Fangs, as well as giving Gyarados Bounce. I wasn't sure what to get rid of, but I decided to get rid of Ice Fang. After this, went to a flying gym, and I actually ended up being it. This was my 6th gym badge at the time. I was getting super close to halfway. I then decided that I needed a room in this house, so I decided to claim this as my room here. I was looking at some of the cool decor they've got for Pixelmon. I was just deciding what I wanted in my house. This little table is definitely the start. I then put up a clock, a vending machine, and I also decided to move this sofa. I then put down this PC, so I could actually upload this video. As well, my friend decided to put his Mammut in a box, which was super funny. I got close to level 100, and gave her to the rest of my rare candies. The house is looking super cool. But I wasn't quite done with the decor, I felt. I felt there was even more I could add to it to make it the best room ever. Missing TV, and I thought this was a flat screen, but it turned out to have a stand. So I had to change where it was going to be. Wilson thought this was a good spot, and I thought it looked perfect. At this point, I was really happy with my room. I even had a fossil in there of the Helix fossil. I decided now it's time to beat the water gym. When I got there though, I was really confused. I thought I was fighting the water type gym leader, but this guy just kept saying his Pokemon was soaked, and I didn't realize at the time that he was just trolling me, pretending to be the water type gym leader. I ended up losing the battle anyways, because he had super strong Pokemon. Anyways guys, here's a little inside tour of how our house looked at the end of all of this. Decided before the 100 days was up, we wanted to do one more dungeon. So, after completing it, I'm really hoping this time for a special skin, being this cool looking Nala. Yeah, an even worse outcome. This time I didn't even get a shiny plushie or anything. I just got a season key. Now it's time to face the water gym leader. Here's our time to prove they were the best water type trainer around. Beat it with a lot of ease on this one. It was truly down to me and Wilson now. We knew this battle was going to be monumental. Here we go. The final battle. He sends out Pelipper to get the Drizzle set up straight away, and I send out Dracovish trying to kill it. And luckily we got Ancient Power Boost on the second time round of asking, but his Pelipper killed me before I could do anything. Next I decided to bring out Cloyster to finish off the Pelipper. This battle was super intense and super close. Starmie then used Thunder, which killed my Cloyster instantly. Then bring out Swampert, Earthquakes his Gastrodon as he switched it in, and then ended up killing it quite easily. Next came Greninja. This was a threat. Switched to Colo as he Dark Pulses. Then finished it off with Ice Beam after a couple of turns. Then I send out Gyarados and Mega Evolve him, however, he used his Z move and Gyarados was so low on HP. I then used Bounce to spring up, not knowing if he uses his move and doesn't actually hit me. He switches typing. This was the end of me here. Ninja then finished off Gyarados. I used Rotom to finish off Starmie though as he switched it in. And Swampert gets poisoned by Quagsire. Quagsire and Swampert kill each other. And now it's just down to my Rotom. Finished off Greninja, but he still had a full HP Ludicolo. There it is. Wilson, Untitled Champion. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did end up liking it, please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel, as well as going to check out Wilson's channel as well, as he's uploaded his point of view from this video. If you want me to do more videos like this, please let me know in the comments. I've got ideas planned, and I'm sure they'll come along soon. So guys, once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.